Hey guys, Michael here from Fat to Fit. So the topic of today's video is going to be another email I have gotten throughout the week, and I've actually got 2 or 3 of these emails about this topic, so I thought I would do a video on it just to help a lot of you guys out there. And that topic is abs and calves. Now, actually, before I get into the video, if you did have any questions for me, just please feel free to send me an email. My email is on the screen. Send them through and I'm happy to answer any questions you have. Now, abs and calves, it's probably quite a debated topic in the fitness industry, even just to the average person. Should I train abs and calves? Should I train it like any other muscle? How often do I need to train it, etc, etc. Now, I would say abs and calves is probably they're 2 of the muscle groups that are probably trained the least when it comes to comparing it to something like chest or back or arms or anything like that. And that's because I think, personally, people don't really see them as proper muscle groups, even though they are. So the reason people probably don't see them as proper muscle groups is because they are 2 areas where it is very, very difficult to put a lot of size and put a lot of muscle on, and those 2 areas in particular are highly determined by your genetics, so what you inherit from your parents. So you can train your calves as much as you want, but if you've got small calves that are inserted highly, like up close to your knee, so you look like you have chicken legs, it's very hard to actually build your calves. Or if you have abs that are like misshapen, or they're not like blocky, or they're just weird and odd, you can't change that by putting on muscle. And so I think that's one reason why people tend to ignore them. But I strongly believe you should be training abs and calves at least once a week, up to twice if you can, just like any other muscle group. Now, when I say train them, I admit I train them to a lesser degree to the other muscle groups because I don't highly covet or see them as really important, but I still do train them once to twice a week. But where a normal muscle group, say chest, I do in one session maybe 3 or 4 exercises, a heavy compound movement, and then a couple of accessories in the 8 to 12 rep range. With something like abs or calves, I'll probably do 2 to 3 exercises, normally supersetted, because I just want to get training them out of the way, because I do not enjoy training abs. I don't mind training calves, but abs, I hate training abs. So I'll do 2 to 3 exercises, maybe supersetted, normally quick exercises in the 10 to 15 rep range. But what you should be doing is just training it like any other muscle group, sticking to it. If you want to train for strength, stick to the lower rep range. If you want to try to build them up more, stick into that hypertrophy rep range of the 8 to 12 rep range. Same with calves, I do similar things for calves. And normally I only stick to a few exercises that I somewhat enjoy in terms of those movements, because there's not a lot I enjoy. Now, for abs in particular, there is another reason why I tend to look over them, and because I've lost a lot of weight, I have a lot of loose skin, so it can be difficult to see my abs when I cut down. I'll show you a picture from last time I cut down. Even though I got to only around 11% body fat, and if I had gotten lower, I probably would have seen them more. It's just something that's not a priority to me as much as it would be to someone else, as much as it is to pretty much every new lifter out there. They want to see their abs at least once, and so that's a big goal, and they do tend to train them a lot. But then as you progress, it's just like, who cares about abs? But I'm going off in a tangent here. Abs and calves, I think they should be trained like any other muscle group, even though they do tend to be overlooked, especially in the more advanced lifters when they've got their abs. Training abs and calves, it's just so much to do with your genetics, and of course you can't change your genetics, so you have to work with what you're given, and there's completely nothing wrong with that. It just can get frustrating at times, and people just tend to go weeks or months without training them. Basically, train your abs and calves like any other muscle group. Do not ignore them. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have anything to say on this topic, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you later, guys.